Hello, everyone. Welcome to Book Club Preview. I'm Michael, and today we're looking at the Mark of Athena, Chapter 14, continuing Percy's story. Now, in this chapter, it starts off really funny because Frank is looking at Percy and Annabeth alone together all night in the stable, and he's like, "Oh gods, oh gods, oh gods, oh gods! You haven't been here all night. Oh, we thought you got kidnapped, but it's worse. You've been here all night together. Coach Hedge is gonna go crazy." And Percy's looking at Frank, and Percy's seen Frank battle off cannibals, legions of undead, indestructible giants, and he's never seen Frank look so scared as he looks right now. And Annabeth's face is so red. She's like, "Frank, we just fell asleep." He's like, no, don't tell me anything. You can tell Coach Hedge about what you did, or what you didn't do." and, and so Frank is so shocked and embarrassed because these two young girl that have been dating, have been sleeping in a room all night together, all alone, and he doesn't know what happened. Percy does say, like, "Oh yeah, we were talking, but we did do some kissing." And Frank is like, don't tell me." And then they all go to have a meeting. And when they get there, Coach Hedge is swinging his stick and he's knocking plates down and hitting apples, and he's just, "I can't believe all these years, and you, Mr. Jackson, and Annabeth, I thought better than you." And he's just really getting angry. Percy thinks it's a little funny because Coach Hedge is so short, and but Annabeth is a little bit more serious, and Coach Hedge is pretty upset. Hazel's just like, because she's 1940s, very old style person, so that kind of affection between two people is really shocking. And so whenever she just looks at Percy, she just grabs oh, I'm so hot. She fans herself because she's so embarrassed thinking about being alone with a boy in a room and all night. And so she's just like, "Oh, this is so dramatic." But Percy and Annabeth were caught. And they do get in trouble. Later on, Coach Hedge doesn't let Annabeth go with Percy. Anyways, they decide to settle down, and Jason kind of helps and is like, "All right, let's get some food and let's talk about our meeting." And Percy talks about his dream, sharing about how he saw Nico and Otis and Effie, and how it's a trap and all this stuff. And Hazel recognizes the seeds that Nico has. He's like, "Oh, those are Persephone's seeds." And everyone's like, "Well, what does that mean?" She said, "Only children of Pluto or Hades can eat these seeds, and these seeds, they give you enough energy for one day. They can keep your body healthy just enough for one day. And if Nico does the death trance, which is also a gift from Children of the Dead," meditating to where their body is almost dead, so he's not using any oxygen in the tank. So they guess that he actually has about 5 days. Well, at this point, Leo's like, "Hey, can we trust this Nico guy?" And Hazel's like, "Nico's my brother, and he's gonna die." And Jason's like, no, Hazel, he has a point, because Nico's known about the Roman camp, and Nico has known about Camp Half-Blood, but he hasn't told either side about it. And so he's like, oh, can we really trust Nico? And Hazel gets really angry at Jason. And she, all the silverware, the forks and the knives, they all are going slowly towards Hazel. And then she gets angry and they all go whoosh against the wall. And Hazel walks out. Frank tries to follow her, but Piper's like, no, Frank, give her some time. And Frank tries to go again, and Piper's like, no, I know these things. Give her some time. I'll go check on her. And Frank kind of sits down, kind of cranky. Oh, yeah. And this is where Hazel gets angry and walks away. So Piercy can tell that Frank is really upset. And so he says, hey, Frank, why don't you come help me go find salt water in Atlanta, Georgia, wherever we're going to find that. And Frank's like, oh, do you want me to just follow you around again? I'm tired of being everyone's taxi. Piercy's like, whoa, no, dude, come on. You're a son of Poseidon too. And you're a great fighter. I need you to come with me, man. You can help me find salt water. He's like, and let's take Annabeth too. And then Coach Hedge is like, no, you're not. Annabeth is grounded. And Piercy's like, what? It's like, I'm not letting you and Annabeth together alone without a chaperone. And he even calls Piercy Sneaky Jackson, right? 'Cause he probably thinks Annabeth is more trustworthy, and maybe Piercy's just kind of using his skill to make Annabeth do some bad things. So he's like, I don't trust you, Sneaky Jackson. And so Coach Hedge says he's going to go with Piercy. And Piercy's like, oh, good. A mandate, right? So Piercy and Frank and Coach Hedge. This is going to be real fun. And so those guys are going to go off looking for salt water. Well, some vocabulary words. First one is renegades. Renegades are like people running away from the law. So it could be kind of like an outlaw or a thief or something like that. But a renegade might not actually be a bad person. Okay? They could just be someone that people think are bad. But in any case, they're running away. And even though they're renegades, Frank still has his badge saying that he's part of the centurion for the Romans. Averted. This means look away. Look away. And so Frank keeps looking at Piercy and Annabeth in the stables alone together all night. And he averts. He turns away his eyes. When Hazel is at the dinner table and she just kind of glances up at Percy, she looks away and starts to fan herself. She averts her eyes. Ballistic, that's like a bullet. The explosion which shoots out a bullet. And so Coach Hedge is going ballistic, and we can use that expression to say going crazy or letting their anger out. Maybe your mom is going ballistic. I can't believe you're late. You said you would be home, and why weren't you on the bus? Boom, 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 boom. And that's what Coach has. He is going ballistic. That's an expression we can use. And then ballistic just means kind of that technology that can make an explosion to shoot a bullet or something. Asphyxiation. Ooh, that's a tough one. You might want to repeat after me. Asphyxiation. You can probably guess what that word is, and I want you to think. They're trying to save Nico from asphyxiating, right? What is it? Not getting any air. That's called asphyxiation. When you're choked, when you're what was the vocabulary word for the last video? Not claustrophobic. Drowning. something about drowning. But that's the medical term of what happens to your body when it's not getting oxygen. It asphyxiates. It loses its power and energy and dies. Huffed. That's that kind of when Piper tells Frank, "Hey, relax. Frank, sit down." Frank, like a bear, kind of huffs and sits down. Baleful is like this threatening, angry, "I'm gonna hurt you" kind of look. "How could you say that to Hazel? How could you make Hazel feel bad? I'm gonna break every bone in your body." He just keeps looking at Leo like that. Percy sees that and he wants to get Frank outside, get him active and doing something. Discussion question. How would you punish, or would you punish, Percy and Annabeth if you were Coach Hedge? Okay, imagine you're a teacher now, all right? I know we're pretty young, but imagine you're a teacher. Imagine you're a coach. And two students that you were watching, okay, on a field trip or on a camping trip, whatever, they snuck out of their rooms. And all night they were together. What would you do if you were Coach Hedge? How would you punish Percy and Annabeth, or, anything like that? Of course, please make your own discussion question. That is all the time that we have for today. But thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Book Club Preview. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Hey, if you have any questions about the video today, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. If you had any other vocabulary words that you wanted to know what they meant, let me know. And also, if you're interested in maybe joining one of these book clubs, please leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.